Now, the accessories that this Grimlock comes with in Dino mode are exclusive to the Takara Tomy Masterpiece Grimlock. They do not come with the Hasbro version. So if you want these accessories, the only way you can get them is if you do get the Takara Tomy Grimlock. Now, the first one of these things is the brain transfer device. The episode Grimlock's New Brain. I think it's called Grimlock's New Brain, or just Grimlock's Brain. But you guys know, the episode where Grimlock gets smart. They gave him his brain transfer device that you can you stick on his head. He has a little slot right in the top of his head right there. You can just attach this right to his head, and then you can take this little suction cup type deal and attach it to any other Transformer's head, really, and Grimlock can transfer his intelligence, or lack thereof, to any other Transformer. Again, this is something that appeared in only one episode, but they decided to include it, which is kind of cool, you know, and it's pretty well made. You know, it's pretty nicely detailed, nicely colored, nicely done little gimmick. Now the other gimmicks that he comes with, other accessories, is kind of an outfit of sorts. And he comes with an apron, a bow tie, and a tray of beverages. Whether or not this is high grade, I can't tell you. But so to put those on, you kind of got to take his chest apart. So you're just gonna pull his chest apart a little bit, and there's a little tab for the bow tie right here, and it's just gonna slot in to this groove right here, and you're just gonna set it there and just close his chest back up, and there's his bow tie. And then, you know, you just take the apron and you just Velcro it into place. And there's that. And then his little tray of drinks comes with these little tabs. Right here, and right here. And if you just fold his arms down and then bring the elbows forward like this, he has these little holes in his palms that can hold the drink tray. Just like that. So here we have Grimlock the Waiter. Again, this is something that Takara decided to include with this release of Grimlock. I'm not 100% sure why they included this in here. Again, this is only a one episode deal. He was a waiter in an episode of season 3, and for whatever reason, Takara decided that they would put in his little waiter's outfit as part of the accessories. Now, some people think it's silly. Some people don't really like it. I think it's adorable. I think it looks so cute. And I really just think it's great. It showed up in only one episode, but it's really cool that they kind of thought to include it in here. You know, it kind of really just does look very nonsensical, but at the same time, that's part of why I think it's so great. You know, it's a Tyrannosaurus wearing a bow tie, serving drinks. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. The only thing about this that I would say be wary of is these little pegs are delicate. This plastic is kind of cheap, and this happened with mine, so just be careful. One of the little pegs did break off into his palm, so currently my Grimlock can only hold drinks with one hand, but I can pretend that he's holding it with two. But just be careful about plugging this in and pulling it out, just because it can break, like mine. But yeah, very cool. Very well thought out accessories. And you know, the time and effort was taken to make these look good. So there is that. That being said, what do I think of Dino mode altogether? I think Dino Mode looks really cool. I have no complaints really whatsoever about Dino Mode. Except, you know, again, his arms are very flimsy, and they do come loose after a while, so just be careful. But other than that, in Dino Mode, he really does look pretty cool. So here we have him back in Robot Mode. So let's do a couple quick size comparisons in Robot Mode. Now here he is again. Here we go. Masterpiece Prime, Masterpiece 10 Optimus, and yeah, that looks pretty. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty accurate as far as the G1 cartoon goes. You know, he looks pretty. You know, I've got his knees bent a little bit here, and he does kind of totter. Mine kind of totters to the side a little bit, but this size looks appropriate. This looks about right. And here we are again with Soundwave. And same thing, this looks appropriate. This looks like Grimlock is about, you know, the size that he should be, compared to everybody else. Now, Masterpiece Megatron, yeah, again, this is just too ridiculous for words. This is just, this just does not even, I'm just not, again, no comment. I'm not going to talk about how ridiculous that is. But yeah, at the time when he came out, you know, everyone was complaining that he was too small. You know, why pay such a heavy price for such a small masterpiece? But now that all the new ones are coming out and Takara has downscaled, Grimlock fits much better than he did with the older ones. So I'm not gonna complain about how small he is, just because I don't have to anymore. Because now I have masterpieces that he blends in well with. So all of that being, this is as perfect as Grimlock is going to get. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer whether or not you should get this guy. I mean, if you love Transformers, he's definitely worth the investment. He's by far one of the best Transformers I think we've ever gotten, ever. Definitely deserving of the title Masterpiece. Takara really, really just outdid themselves with Grimlock. So that being said, like I said, if you see him, he's worth it. He's definitely worth it. I've had this Grimlock for about 2 years, 3 years now, about 2 years, and I'm still not tired of him. I still get enjoyment out of him. I'm still impressed with him. I still think he's really, really cool. So yeah, definitely check him out. Definitely see if you can find him. So thank you for tuning in for Grimlock Week. The week is not out yet. We still have another Grimlock review for you and some other things. So stick with us during our celebration of all things Grimlock. This has been Lexitron, and everybody, don't forget, him Grimlock King.